by the Secretary of the Government to the Federation, Senator George Akume, Commander of the Order of the Niger. Your Excellency, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, my dear brother, Dr. Benjamin Kalu, Commander of the Federal Republic, the distinguished senators here present, my dear brothers, former governors of Abia, Benue, and Enugu State, the former Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, the House of Reps members that are here, traditional rulers, the Managing Director and Management Team of Julius Berger PLC, the Mandate Secretaries and the Head of Service, Permanent Secretaries that are here, my dear brothers and sisters, let me, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory, again appreciate Mr. President for again identifying with the Federal Capital Territory by coming to inaugurate this Arterial Road N5. Your Excellency, Mr. President, it may interest you to note that this road was awarded by the Federal Executive Council sometimes in September last year, but was flagged off in October last year. The award was in 2 phases. Today, we're commissioning the first phase, and I believe by the grace of God, just like the Deputy Secretary of the FCT has said, the phase 2 will be commissioned before the end of the year. That, of course, when you go from there, will take you down the bridge and takes you to the next village. And we believe that by the grace of God, we are discussing with the village so that we'll be able to pay them compensation and take the road to railroad train to the airport. I never knew there was a place like this before until when they brought the papers for me to present to the BPP and for award by the Federal Council. Even when it was awarded, I didn't know. But with our usual manner of going to know where the projects are, whether what they are doing is in tandem with what we agreed, we had a serious problem here with the communities. Of course, payment of compensation. It got to a point where it would have been, this job would have been stopped, where those who are living here were said to be non-indigenous and therefore they don't deserve compensation. I said it is not under this administration of President Tinubu. Somebody is living here in his house and you want to bring his house down and you say you are not going to pay compensation because it's not an indigent. I said no, that is not. When we came here for the flag off in October last year, I think the new managing director of NDDC, of the Julius Berger, that was the time he resumed, and it was with his predecessor. So I said, MD, Julius Berger, I knew him when I was governor of Rivers State. So when I went to negotiate for the ring road, he was in charge of Julius Berger in West Biden. So I led my team to negotiate for the ring road you are seeing today in Rivers State. He was one there. And we sat for over, went there more than 2-3 times. Unknown to me, they are going to bring him here as the managing director of Julius Berger Nigeria. So when he came, I said, MD, I know the time period given, about 1 year or 3 months, but I want you to see how this will be part of the 2nd year anniversary of Mr. President. Of course, not just beggar. The money must be on ground. But they told me that they know that this administration has given contractors confidence that they will always pay. And they assured me in the 2nd year anniversary of Mr. President that this will be part of the projects that Mr. President will inaugurate. I want to sincerely thank him for keeping to their words and assure them that we'll do everything possible to see that this administration takes this road to the ring road and then link into the airport. I say clearly, those who said they don't like good things, it's unfortunate. Anybody who lives in Abuja, anybody who has been coming to Abuja and try to pass this road, it doesn't matter who is in charge. If you appreciate good thing, it doesn't matter who is in charge of it. Good thing is a good thing. What Mr. President has done, look at the landscaping of this area. When we came here yesterday, one of our people told me, if I knew this place like this, I would have come to buy land. I won't mention his name, but he says so. He's a senator, but I will not mention his name. By the time you drive down and see the beauty of the area, you know that President Tinubu has done well for the Federal Capital Territory. And this is what it requires to support a president who means well for his country. Of course, there are challenges. We cannot run away from it. There are challenges. And I can assure everybody here, particularly the Abuja residents, that the kind of development you will see under President Tinubu's administration, at the end of the day, you will attest that indeed there are people who mean well for this country. Let me thank the National Assembly, the Deputy Speaker. Let me thank the National Assembly through you. The support has been so humongous. I don't know what to say about it. You have supported us. That is, I knock at the door of National Assembly is opened, and people will begin to wonder what is going on. That already has created a kind of problem for me. But don't relent. Continue to support us. For us, we don't care. We are here to make the residents of Abuja to be happy. We are here to make those who pass our budget to really know. And luckily for me, in all the projects we commission, the executive is involved, the legislature is involved. So by the time the president sends our budget to you, and you will say, look, we have been there, we have seen it is correct that anything we pass in the budget, they always execute. And want to sincerely thank the National Assembly through you. Thank Mr. President, the President of Senate and his team, and the Speaker and his team, which includes you. Let me thank all other people, particularly the residents here, who initially was a problem, but have to understand that. You see, development, being a city, has its own challenges. When people say we want to come from the city, we want to come from the capital, there are problems associated with it. You will lose certain things, and that is losing where even your traditional homes. I thank you for the support that at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, the compensation we paid, whatever it is, cannot be enough to compensate you for losing your traditional homes. So we want to sincerely thank you for that. Let me also thank our team. You've been working, led by the Chief of Staff, you've been working from day one till now. It's not been easy. I want to thank you. But Mr. President, let me just say this. I don't see any politician that's so lucky like me, but each time we are doing something in Chief of Staff, you've been working from day one till now. It's not been easy. I want to thank you. But Mr. President, let me just say this. I don't see any politician that's so lucky like me, but each time we are doing something in Abuja, all my friends from my state, from your state, from Abia State, to Enugu State, to Sokoto State, to Cross River State, name them, they all come. Let me, with that kind of permission, thank the people of River State and all our Nigerians. Those of you who are here, take a stand and take a bow. Can you stand and take a bow before Mr. President? Mr. President, these guys are worthy of commendation. They've done very well. And I say God Almighty will bless them and continue to strengthen them. It is not easy. Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, anytime you see them, thank you. You see, a man is strong, It's because of the people surrounding him. If I come out alone, nobody, you look at me and say, forget it, there's no hope. I don't think anybody will look at me and say there's no hope in River State. I don't see that person. And that's the truth of the matter. So, Mr. President, I want to appeal to you as you come to commission this project. It's an appeal to you that we cannot survive this without people paying their taxes. It's open up the entire Abuja, but he won't do it with his blood. It is by us doing our own, by making sure we obey the laws, by making sure we carry out our own obligation of paying the total tax that is supposed to be. On this note, Mr. President, I invite you to talk to the Abuja residents and then inaugurate this Arterial Road N5 to the glory of God. Thank you and God bless you.